Now, I posted a video this morning and this was a comment I got back from Monkey Man. Now, Monkey Man does have a valid point in that there's nothing wrong with stacking shelves. If that's what you do, if that's what you need to do to make money, well, then there's nothing wrong with it. Now, I never said that there was anything wrong with it in the video. And I was so grateful that I had that job, because although I hated the job, which most people do, be honest, most people hate the jobs that they do. They just show up, they don't want to be there, they do whatever work they need to do, and then they go home. And that's what I found in my job. I detested it. It was a boring job. But that job did pay for my mortgage. It did keep a roof over my head. It did help me feed my kids. So it was good that way. But I remember one night stacking the shelves and saying to myself, you know, what kind of example am I to my kids? You know, that I'm saying to my kids, well, you have a bright future ahead of you. You can do this, you can do that, you can do the other. And then here was me stacking shelves. I didn't think I was a great example to my kids. And I think Monkey Man missed that in that video, was that I think as a parent, now this is my opinion, you may think differently, it's totally up to you, we all have our own opinions, but in my case, my opinion was that I wasn't showing a good enough example for my kids. I wasn't getting out of my comfort zone. I wasn't trying out different things or trying to make more money or try to be a better version of myself. And it's only when that thought came to me one night, I said to myself, Barry, do you really want to stack shelves for the rest of your life? Is this the example you want to have to show your kids? Shouldn't you push yourself? Shouldn't you write the fiction books that you've always wanted to do? Shouldn't you launch that podcast you've always wanted to do? Shouldn't you start recording videos and putting content on the internet like you promised yourself you'd always do? And that was a starting point for me. From that point onwards, I realized that, you know what, there's no point in me saying to my kids, you can have this, you can be this, and you can, you know, you have a bright future ahead of you, when I had already given up in my life. And I thought, well, the highest rank that I could ever achieve in life was just simply stacking shelves. I thought I wasn't put on this planet to stack shelves, that there was a lot more talents, abilities in me, and I wasn't using them. And I think Monkey Man missed that in that video. And I'd like to thank him. Yeah, I probably don't sound very interesting to you, but you can scroll on and watch somebody else. But I'm just saying this just as a reminder to everyone that, you know, you didn't come onto a planet just to do a 9-to-5 job. You're not to be a cog in the machine, that you have great talents, abilities in you. And there's no point in you telling your kids and, you know, people growing up behind you that you can have this and you can do this if you're not exampled. People are watching you. Your kids are watching you. And if you do something great, if you start getting out of your comfort zone, start doing, you know, doing things that seem crazy, they're going to think to themselves, well, if my mother wrote a book, or if my father has a YouTube channel, or does TikTok videos, or does this or that or the other, it's going to make them raise their bar to try and be more. So I think, as I said, Monkey Man missed that. We need to be an example to the generation coming up behind us, that we are better than stacking shelves, that we are better than 9-to-5 jobs, that you're better than being a cog in the machine. There's a lot of talent and ability in you, and I want you to use the most of it. And again, that's my opinion. You can just, you know, go with Monkey Man's opinion. It's totally up to you. But that's just how I felt at the time, and that's what started me to take action, to do the things that I wanted to do, because I wanted to be a good example to my kids. Have a lovely day. Bye-bye.